Hello, I'm Brother Dave. I'm going to share a little more with you today about temples and how they feature in understanding Bible prophecy. Most people have difficulty understanding the Revelation because they never really took the time to study the Gospels. The full title of the book is The Revelation of Jesus Christ. And the best way to understand Jesus Christ is to read the Gospels, study his life and his teachings there. The more we get to understand Jesus through the Gospels, the easier it is for God to unlock the mysteries of the Revelation for us. When the disciples raved to Jesus about how beautiful the temple was, he replied by telling them that the whole building was going to be destroyed soon. The religious leaders felt right from the start that Jesus was a threat to their building. It was the only charge that they could get some kind of agreement on at his trial, even though they still misunderstood what he was about. They sensed that he had something better than their temple, and that frightened them. Sadly, the average church today will spend about 90% of any money donated to it on building projects. And that despite the fact that Jesus never once told his followers to put up buildings. A Samaritan woman wanted to argue with Jesus over which temple was the right one to worship in. Rather than argue with her, Jesus told her that the time was coming when it wouldn't matter which one you went to, that what God's really interested in is the attitude of the person who's worshiping him. St. Paul said on numerous occasions that our bodies have become the temple of God's Spirit now. God's not interested in buildings. He's interested in individuals and individual faith. Much of the Revelation is about the contradiction that exists between the empires of man and God's kingdom, or between the physical city of Jerusalem and what the Bible calls Jerusalem come down out of heaven. Between the temple that's over there in Jerusalem and the temple that God is trying to build in the hearts of true believers. Sadly, religions around the world, and this unfortunately includes most professing Christian religions, continue to pour billions, if not trillions of dollars into bigger and better church buildings, while the rest of the world goes without basic necessities, clean water, minimal food, clothing, health care, and education. In the 12th chapter of my novel, Survivors, construction is taking place on a new temple in Jerusalem, at the same time that a small group of people are bringing together God's end-time wilderness church, a tiny handful of 144,000 true believers in Christ. This little handful of believers is God's temple, but the rest of the world is totally taken up with the opulence of that big temple being built in Jerusalem. Please subscribe to this channel to view the entire story of Survivors, and to read a free copy of my book, Armageddon for Beginners. While you're at it, you can click on the link to an article I've written in easy English so that someone speaking English as a second language shouldn't have too much trouble understanding it. The article's called The Kingdom of Heaven versus Religion. I love reading your comments in the comments section below, so if you have something to say, please do so. In the meantime, I'll be back after the next chapter of Survivors with more to say. Until then, keep following the Lamb.